and welcome to the Orthodox View, where we discuss the most interesting religious news from an Orthodox Christian perspective. I am its host, Philip Champion. The canonical consciousness? Haven't heard of that. The fresco with the Thomas of the OCU autocephaly has appeared in Esfigmenu Monastery on Mount Athos. At the monastery that recognizes the Ukrainian schismatics, Saint Anthony of the Caves is depicted with the text of the Thomas of autocephaly of the OCU. A photograph of the fresco from the Athonite monastery was published on his Facebook page by Andrei Dubchenko, secretary of the OCU Synodal Biblical Liturgical Commission. There are no explanations of what Saint Anthony of the Caves, who lived in the 11th century, has to do with schismatics in the Ukraine of the 21st century. We will remind you that in 2019, Esfigmenu Monastery, along with Xenophantus and Pantocrator monasteries, hosted a delegation of the OCU and put out the relics of Athonite saints so that they could venerate them. Not terrorists, but liberators. An OCU hierarch, Bishop Viktor Bed of Mugacheva and Carpathian Mountains, described the situation in Afghanistan as the struggle of the Afghans for independence. On his Facebook page, Viktor Bed published a caricature in which a terrorist impales with a sharp stick the helmet of an American soldier. Next to it, there are three more helmets, those of the Army of Rome, British Empire, and the USSR. The inscription reads, "The issue of the day, the history of the Afghani struggle for the independence of their land, which the world has failed to analyze, study, and come to grip with." In August 2021, the Taliban seized the most part of Afghanistan. This movement has at its aim to establish the Sharia law in the country and to persecute all those who dissent, especially people of other religions. Not strong enough. The Constitutional Council of France approved a law against Islamic separatism. For the 7 months of discussion, both parliament chambers managed to change the name of the project to Respect for Principles of the Republic. The final document sustained a number of principal changes, and now the politicians on the right call it too soft. In particular, the law provides for religious neutrality for civil servants and employees of private companies equated to them. It also grants protection from targeted hatred and from direct attacks against representatives of the law, as well as politicians and teachers. The document also puts restrictions on home education, which was used by many in order to put children under religious control. Special attention is given to the rights of women. Mount Athos has brought a Grand Prix. A Russian photographer has won the largest international competition of Orthodox photography. Competing for Grand Prix were 650 photographers from almost 30 countries. An amateur photographer from Russia, Alexander Orlov, captured in his pictures Mount Athos and Athonite monks. The works of participants were evaluated by an international jury. The event itself took place at the Center of Orthodox Culture in Poland. Likes and reposts, the Serbian way. The Serbian Patriarch Porphyry has created an account on Instagram. 30,000 people have subscribed to the Patriarch within a week. The Patriarch of Serbia said, I quote, "I intend to use all the instruments that modern technologies offer us to improve the mission of the Church." We are now following Instagram page of the Serbian Patriarch and invite you to do the same. This is all for now. See you next time on the Orthodox View.